time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Testing, trading, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Hey everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to Power Hour Live. Monday, October 6th. S&P is up 28 points. NASDAQ up 242. Russell is up 13 and the Dow's red. Dow is down 78. Gold up 2%. Silver up 1%. Notes and bonds a little bit red. 10-year yield up over 1%. Oil up 1.3. Natural gas up 1.5. Soybeans and wheat finished red. Corn finished green. Euro's up about 0.25%, pound pretty flat. Bitcoin, new all-time highs, up a little over 2%, over 126,000. As far as my trading today, my BICs are pretty much scratch right now. I had one double stop, and I have one tranche that's still open, and then some one-sided stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tranches. My day trading was red. Don't feel good about how I day traded 3 of my 5 trades. Had a winner this morning in CoreWeave. That was a nice one. Had another good setup, which I don't mind this one. Took a loss in Bitcoin, but I still gave myself a 5-star rating on that one. I liked the setup. Just ended up being a loser. Circle, all 3 of these, I basically held them too long and let them go a little bit past my line in the sand. Too much more than I should, even though the QQQ ended up being a really good trade. Don't like the way I managed it, but anyway, minus 1,600 on those. And then on I did 2 different Elmos. I shut both of them down early, which looks like it would have been a good decision because I probably would have gotten stopped, at least on one of them. Second one I may have hit profit target, probably would have, but didn't like the price action. So a couple small Elmo profits. And then on my I've got a 3-4 put calendar on. It's up 4.7%. I've got 2 no stop multi-tranche iron condors on. One's at 80%, one's at 60%. And I closed 2 of them just to reduce some risk for small profits. Also closed my 1 DTE for 7% profit. Just didn't like the price action of the constant up move, so I went ahead and just shut that down. I did let a discount double BIC fire the first tranche, but it was 5 wide, so I shut down the others. It's still doing okay. I think that is all I've got. Let me double check. Yeah, that's it for me today. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, I was green day trading this morning in the live stream, so did well there and had a couple others during the day. Had a TLC trade that was 20% profit, and then ended up closing it out as price started to pop through highs. So I just closed it out for a profit. Put on an earlier than normal multi-iron condors. Closed those about 20% as price moved up. Then re-added a couple multi-iron condors and hit 50% and out on both of those. Swing trades up. So up about 9,500 on the day. And currently do not have any 0 DTE trades on at the moment.
Nice. As far as individual movers, AMD pre-market popped. It's currently up 24.5%, was up even more. Sold off a pretty decent amount from its highs, but big deal with OpenAI, I guess. Open Doors also up 13.5%. OKLO up 12, new all-time high. Some of these quantum computing tickers are up. Tesla's having a nice day. Tesla's up over 5%.
Oh yeah, remember
Uber.
Remember Friday I said that I added Tesla on the pullback. I don't know if you guys remember that during Power Hour.
Nice.
Swing trade.
Uber is almost back up to all-time highs. Up 4% today. Lots of green. On the red side, Verizon is down 5%. Pfizer's down a few percent. Nvidia's red. Nvidia's down 1%. Kind of came back and retested those previous all-time highs. See if that holds up. Still holding my anti-Krish. We'll see. We'll see where that goes tomorrow. A few other handful of reds, but mostly green here. S&P has not hit a new all-time high yet. NASDAQ did hit a new all-time high today, 25,252 and change. Russell also ticked a new all-time high, 2518. And the Dow is a little bit weaker. Gold smashing through its all-time high. Looks like it's heading for 4,000, pretty close. Silver is at 48.61, also new all-time high. Bitcoin hit a high of 127,240. I sold some of my Bitcoin holdings today. Probably regret that, but I just sold part of it. Ooh, I like that, Elliot. The reverse iron Krish. Let's see who else hit all-time highs. Goog is getting close. Microsoft had a big day. Not quite back up yet. Tesla trying to get back up. Had that big sell-off Thursday and Friday, but big bounce today. So here's my conglomero of DDBs. No stop iron Condors. Yeah, I guess it's just those three tranches. $67.45 would be my pin. S&P, NASDAQ getting a little dip here. Russell's been a little bit weaker here the last second half of the day. Banks have kind of been weak all day, except for Goldman is up. But it was weak early. Hood is red. Hood's down 1.3%. Amazon was weak early, but big push back up. Meta was weak early, big push back up. chips have all been kind of all over the place. MU is really strong. Early hit a new all-time high. Big sell-off, and then still kind of near its lows. AMD had that big gap up, but it's been basically trending down all day. SMH strong early and then been trending down all day. Same with PLTR. Man, gold and silver are just crazy. Did not catch any of that. Actually, I had one GLD trade last week on a day trade, but quite a move in gold. And still going. No earnings this week. First week of the quarter, so the banks typically start announcing first, and I think that's in the second or third week of the quarter, so kind of in a dead spot for earnings plays right now. Here's what we got: Constellation Brands, McCormick, Delta Airlines, Tilray, Levi's, but nothing I have any interest in trading. As far as the Mahomes today, I mean, it's been a pretty tight range. Like, we haven't even come close to our expected move. It's been in about a 5-point range here, 7-point range for the last 2 hours. Doesn't really excite me to do a Mahomes. So I would say probably not. Yeah, we are just under all-time highs, so I could make a little run. I've really only got the 67.40 strike available. So if it's right here, then I might possibly, but looks like the 40 is currently trading for over $1.50 already. So it might be an early entry, but that's not always a good thing. Don't forget your Kansas City Chiefs are playing on Monday Night Football tonight. I know none of you forgot, but just thought I'd remind you just in case. Taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. What else is going on? Anybody new here? Have any questions? Anybody old here? Have any topics you want to talk about? Just kind of letting these last few little positions kind of move into the close. So not a lot to discuss here. Oh, I do actually. I have got a brand new trade for you guys that I'm going to be rolling out here shortly. And it is a beauty. I mean, it's a beauty. You guys are going to love it. It's, I'm excited about it. It's fun. It's going to be, I'll start talking about it here in the next week. This is all I'm going to say about it. Is it involves It's a once-a-month trade around option expiration. It involves the AM options. And it's pretty solid. It is a pretty solid little trade. I think you're going to like it. Something to look forward to every month for options expiration. No, not for price action, but this is interesting. So, I've been working with this guy who he's not a big trader. He's more of a technology guy, but he worked for traders. So there's a company in Kansas City called TradeBot, and it's a high frequency trading firm. They spun off. The owner of TradeBot actually spun off and started Bats, which was an exchange that ended up getting bought by SIBO. So anyway, this guy was one of the head of technology for them, and he was showing me what they were doing, because they're market makers, they're high frequency traders, they're program traders essentially. And so he was kind of showing me what they were doing around this AM expiration, and so he kind of showed me a little bit about what they were doing, and then I kind of took that and molded it into what I'll be sharing with you guys. So that's all I'm going to say right now. That's your teaser. Just wait in the wings of anticipation. So we've got our next OPEX is Thursday and Friday, the 10th and 11th. Or, excuse me, 17th. 10 days away. So that Thursday before expiration is when I will show it live, right here, live on the Power Hour channel. So make sure you mark that on your calendars. And then you'll want to attend the Friday morning live stream where I will be doing the rest of the trade. It's a two-part trade. You got to put it on the night before, the day before, and then you got to manage it a specific way the day of OPEX. It's back testable, but not by Option Omega. I did my own manual back testing going all the way back to January of 2021, which I'll share as well. The other thing I'll say about it is, so you know how on the AM, first of all, if you've never traded the AM options, which I'm sure probably a lot of you have not, there's kind of a little bit of an anomaly where, if you're not familiar with how that works, that AM option, which is just available once a month on option expiration, the last time you can trade those options is the day before. So even though it says they're October 17th, the last time you can actually trade them would be October 16th. And then in that AM, when they open up, it's not based on the opening price of SPX, but it's based on the ticker SET, which is basically the price that all 500 stocks of the S&P 500 open. And so what I'll be showing you kind of takes advantage of that anomaly of what can happen with that set number and a way to profit from it. Nope, I'm going to show you live, Krish. I'm going to show you live and in action when it's time. All right, S&P, NASDAQ just kind of chopping here. S&P starting to get bought up a little bit. So we've got 13 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and shut down my 3-4. Well, let me look at it. Here's my 3-4. It's not too off center. I just feel like our path of least resistance is to continue higher. Maybe I'll leave half on. See if we can get a little bump. We don't have much going on tomorrow except for some Fed speakers. Bostic and Bowman around 9 a.m. Central. 9:30 another one. Kashkari 10:30. No scheduled pre-market news or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna hold half my 3-4 put calendar. I'll go ahead and close half now. All right, just posted that half close in the calendar channel. The 40 fly is still only trading around $1.50. Hasn't really moved much. It's kind of in between strikes though. 45 would be a little closer. Yeah, still only $1.60 maybe. I'll be back in 1 minute.
I don't know if I want to do Mahomes or not. Might pass as well. Or just go real small.
Close to my 45 pin. Looking good so far. Bitcoin's starting to come down a little bit. Russell's still kind of bleeding. That's right, up for dollar. Mahomes plays tonight. I don't need any action from him today. He can rest. He needs a rest for the big game. Abash guesses 48 for the close. I'm going to go with $44.27. How's that for exact? There it is.
I think I'll do a small Mahomes. Price has been in a tight range. It might move. It might move the last 5 minutes.
The 40 is getting up to about $1.70 maybe. Price were to come down closer to the 40 mark. NASDAQ and Russell dipping. VIX is going down.
Yeah, I skipped my one DTE today because the VIX was up, but so was the markets. I didn't like that.
That's not too abnormal for a Monday, though.
Yeah, but I haven't traded my one DTE with it like that hardly ever. Especially with the NASDAQ being up like 200 points.
Yeah, Jonathan, APP, I don't know. Krish was trading it this morning. I saw it. I was looking at it during day trading, but not sure what's going on with... Oh, wow. It just had a big drop, didn't it? I see what you're saying now. App lovin' is not fine. It's not feeling the lovin' right now. Microsoft hitting new highs. Tesla pulling back a little bit. Crypto stocks coming down a little bit. Yeah, Reddit coming down. A little hot and heavy on Reddit coming down. Got about 3 minutes or so till MOC. the Twitter sphere says about APP. Oh, AppLovin has reportedly been probed by the SEC over data collection practices. That'll do it. The old probing, that'll do that to you.
Hate it when probing happens.
I'm
Never
not a
liked
fan
being
of
probed.
probing. Yeah, it's never fun. APP's puking. That's what happens when you get probed. Sometimes you just puke.
1 minute to go until the market on close imbalance.
Good with a little pullback today. Could be a buy maybe. NTT.
So the 40 fly could be filling right now. Close to it. Chad, are you filled?
I hadn't even put it in. I lost track of time. I'll do 2 contracts.
Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 407 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 148 million, Dow 30 sell side 126 million, Mag 7 sell side 223 million.
There's a small sell side.
Voice news disconnected.
I'm working the 45s and 40s. And filled on the 45s.
Yeah, I'd probably prefer to be filled on the 45s. Things
That's kind of what I
kind of
thought.
feeling a little bit heavy, but not the S&P. Just going to ride my multi-tranches for the pin. Looking for, what I say, 47, 27, 44, 27.
Tesla popping back up. Hood continuing to fall.
Microsoft finally pulling back. 45's the pin.
I accidentally but gladly only did one contract. Meant to do two.
VIX is coming down pretty decent amount in this last 10 minutes. You can get filled on another one for a lot more, Chad.
Really? I just stick with my one. Sometimes when I click the mouse, you count your clicks in your head. Then you don't double check that you got it right.
I mean, it might hit 44.27. We're right there, kids. I guess me and Abosh are the only ones playing the guessing game today. Nobody else wants to participate with us, Abosh. Oh, Watson did.
VIX has fallen.
Watson said 67.40, 69. Chris says 45.5. Real brave of you, Chris, coming in with 3 minutes to go. Hanging around
Tesla highs a
43.
day.
5 minutes to go. Yeah, Tesla. Nice little pop.
Yeah, my Tesla call extra one I bought last week is up 8% now. And the 41.
Down to 41. Hood hit new lows.
Below 42 for it to be a winner.
Trying to bounce back up. Back to 43. Watson, MSTR's bouncing. Get in while you can. You have 2 minutes. over a minute. SPX around 42. You still haven't taken one, Abosh? You got 30 seconds. If you want to play the 30-second Mahomes game. Down to 41. 40s. Looks like the 45 might pay.
Ah, it's 70 cents. Sweet.
Got
Another winner.
filled at
Order
410 on the 40s.
Order cancelled.
Looks like the final is going to be around 6740.29. My DDB slash no stops will make about 1100-ish.
I had
Is
30,
that Jeff?
30 cents of positive slippage. Thank you.
It's always nice.
Instead of filling at $1, I got filled at 70 cents.
Positive slippage is always good. All right, all. That's a wrap for today. Go Chiefs. See you tomorrow.